Hello everyone, my name is Chip, and as some of you may know, on the 23rd of March 1775, some of you might have even been there, Patrick Henry declared,
"Give me liberty, or give me death."
Then on the 4th of January 2024, Josh Stacks, a member of our Discord, said,
"Chip, tax him to death."
and sent me a deck list. Well, what they actually said was,
"Chip, I would kill someone in front of their own mother to see you play my deck through a league."
Josh sent me this list called Tax to Death. Josh's deck is built on the foundation of the 5 T's: Tax, Tithe, Tap, Transform, and Tax. Our only aim of the game? Tax him to death. How do we do it? Quite simple. Make our opponent's spells cost more, and bash in with our finishers, Timeless Dragon, Kaldra, and Elbrus. Now, everybody's waited more than long enough for this, so let's get on with the league.
Round 1.
Round 1, we've won the die roll, which will probably be the only thing we win, but we're going to give it a red hot go.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
We cannot keep a 1-lander mulligan. We can, however, keep a 2-lander with interaction, so we're going to keep. I think Spirit of the Labyrinth goes against our game plan right now because we're starting with the Esper Sentinel. So let's lead Snow-Covered Plains, and I think we're just going to pass, see if we can get him with a Mana Tithe. Urza's Power Plant. Expedition Map. Got him! 1 on the board.
Bleep bloop.
Well, we just came here to do that, and we did it. So, good game, everyone. We all played well, and hope to see you next season. All right, well, we're going to run out Stoneforge Mystic, because against Tron, aggression is key.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy.
And I think we're going to go Kaldra Compleat, and pass the turn there. Opponent has the tower. Warping Whale. Well, that's unfortunate. Damn. All right, new game plan. Try to win. All right, Flooded Strand is nice. So we're going to go Eiganjo Castle, and it's time to run out the Elite Spellbinder. Let's see what our opponent has going on. Wow. Well, the good news is they don't have Tron. The bad news is they can get Tron next turn. Unless we take the Talisman. Because the Talisman gives them green. Sylvan Scrying is green. It's tempting to take the ring, but I just don't think we can. The damage might actually be kind of helpful. So what if we take the Talisman? It's going to cost 2 more, so we're going to get to 4 mana before they can cast it. That stops them casting Sylvan Scrying for now. Yeah, right. So we'll take the Talisman, pass the turn there, and they hit the natural Tron.
Why?
Wow, that's really unlucky. They run out the 1 ring. They draw a card. Okily dokily artichokily. Oh, I'm dying faster in real life than we're going to die in game. They pass the turn to us. Flooded Strand, we'll play it. We're going to run out Esper Sentinel, and we're going to run out Stoneforge Mystic, and we will get our Elbrus, the Binding Blade. Might as well attack with the Elite Spellbinder just to make sure 1 ring isn't bugged. It is in fact not bugged, and we will pass the turn there. 1 ring domes our opponent for 1. They draw a bunch of cards. Basically, our only hope is that they don't draw a finisher before we can deal with them. There's this tower. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger.
That was quick.
Takes out our only credible way to get back into the game, and we'll scoop it up. That is just unlucky. Well, I guess the Damping Spheres are going to come in, and the Katakis, they did have Saga tokens, so I guess Fracturing Gust couldn't hurt. I think we're taking out the Unsettled Mariners, are we? All right, we're going to cut 2 Vryn Wingmares and 3 Unsettled Mariners, just trying to keep our turn 1 players of taxing them in play. All right, game 2, let's go first. Yeah, we might be able to get away with this one. It doesn't do a lot, but Ghost Quarter Mana Tithe, pretty good combination against Tron. Hallowed Fountain, pay 2 life and pass. Urza's mine, and they are passing. Esper Sentinel. Let's run out Ghost Quarter, play the Esper Sentinel, pass the turn there. Urza's Tower, Expedition Map. Okay, do you pay the 1? They are paying the 1, so I'm going to sacrifice Ghost Quarter, targeting my Hallowed Fountain. I'm going to get myself a Plains, and I'm going to Mana Tithe the Expedition Map.
Bleep bloop.
They pass back to us. Drew the Stoneforge. Well, we're going to play the Ghost Quarter. Do we take the chance that they don't have natural Tron? What are the odds? Because if we run out Stoneforge and then we rip a land, that's really good. All right, well, let's go to combat. We're just going to attack for 1. We're going to risk it for the biscuit with the Stoneforge Mystic. Say yes, get the Kaldra, pass the turn there. All right, they don't have the natural Tron. They play Ancient Stirrings, paying the 1 for the Esper Sentinel. Warping Whale, okay. and then Dismember on the Stoneforge Mystic.
That's annoying.
Gross. Go to our turn. Thalia. Let's run out Thalia, go to combat, attack them for 1, pass the turn there, hoping they don't rip a land this turn. Warping Whale targets Thalia. We do get to draw. Okay. Kataki is interesting. Let's go to my turn. Land is nice. So it's land Thalia. Oh, it enters tapped. No. I guess it's land Kataki. All right, land Kataki. Yet another non-bow, Esper Sentinel and Kataki in the deck. That's fun.
Why are you here?
Awesome. Hit them down to 13, pass the turn there. So we're actually taxing ourselves more than our opponent right now.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Chromatic Sphere, are you paying the 1? They do, yep. Sacrifice it now to draw and get it. Expedition map that they have to pay to keep. Okay, in response to paying to keep it, they can sack it, and then we can Ghost Quarter one of their lands. Okay, let's let Esper Sentinel go, I think. No, because we want to keep Ghost Quarter up. So we're going to keep it because we can't play anything in our hand anyway. So let's pay the 1. Yes. Another Esper Sentinel. Sure. In for a penny, in for a pound. Swing in for 3. Hit our opponent down to 10. In their draw step, we set a stop. Goes to their turn. Alrighty. In response to the sack trigger, they sack the expedition map. Gets Urza's Saga. Okay. Because they might have drawn off the Chromatic Sphere, the other Tron land. Surely they would have played it though, because they had the 3 lands. I'm probably just reading too much into this. Let's just sacrifice, get rid of the mine, I think. Our opponent's turn. Plays the Urza Saga and is just passing. Fine by me. We are going to pay 1. Yes. And we are going to pay 1. Yes. Ghost Quarter. Let's go to combat. Attack them for 4. What's the bet? They have 3 forests. Not much, eh? Do we even need to pop the Urza Saga? Because we could just run out Brutal Cathar next turn anyway. Oh, they'd wait till combat, wouldn't they? All right. So let's wait till they draw. Go after the Urza Saga. Urza Saga down. And they did have the last forest. All right. There's another Urza's Mine. The 1 ring. Okay. We're going to draw at least 1. All right. We draw a Judge's Familiar. Not great. This does buy our opponent time, unfortunately. All right. Let's pay the 1. Yes. Let's pay the 1. Yes. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Interesting. Not a land. So we're just going to pass, keeping everything untapped. Opponent's going to draw. So they're going to take themselves down to 5, and they have to pay a mana for the 1 ring. Yep, they're down to 5. Do they keep the 1 ring? They're drawing in response. I guess if they draw another ring, they won't keep it. They decide not to keep it. That does free them up with some damage. So we haven't got them dead next turn. That's a pain. Sylvan Scrying. Do you pay the 2? They do not. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Timeless Dragon's good because it means we can get a land. We can get a Judge's Familiar out. Unfortunately, they have got Tron now. Oblivion Stone. Well, that's not fun at all. Oh, but they're popping it right away. Works for me. Awesome. Go to my turn. Let's play Mikokoro. Let's run out Spirit of Labyrinth. And let's run out a Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn. There. Another Tron land. Khan the Great Creator. Searching up. Oh no, what is it? Walking Ballista. Not great against a field of X1s. I will not lie, not great. Yep, X equals 4. That's a pretty magic number there. Yep, takes out the Judge's Familiar, takes out the Spirit of the Labyrinth, and plays a Chromatic Sphere. Things have not gone well. Land is interesting. Let's go Hallowed Fountain tapped. We're just going to run out the Brutal Cathar, I think. See what they do with the Walking Ballista. Alrighty. Brutal Cathar targets the Walking Ballista. They're going to ping it down. Okay. Opponent ticks down the Khan. I'd say we're in trouble. Sundering Titan. And I think that's the game. So we're just going to scoop that up and save ourselves some time. Well, we got some Mana Tithes in. We got some taxes in. We did tax ourselves more than our opponents. And unfortunately, we lost to Tron.
Round 2.
Round 2, we've won the die roll again. This is not keepable. Mulligan. This is fine. Let's keep. We're going to throw away Elbrus. Let's play and crack Flooded Strand. Get ourselves a snow-covered plains. Run out Esper Sentinel and pass the turn there. Marsh Flats from our opponent. And they pass. Let's run out snow-covered plains and Stoneforge Mystic. Now, in a case like this, I'd be grabbing a sword or a lion sash, something that's low value that I can put out. Unfortunately, both of our equipments are 7 mana. Kaldra's just better here. Cracking the Marsh Flats. Blood Crypt, tapped. Well, we're going to attack with the Esper Sentinel. Turn 18, pass the turn there. Blackleaf Cliffs. Terminate on the Stoneforge, but we do get to draw. Thalia, Heretic Cathar, nice play. Let's go to my turn. Ooh, Hallowed Fountain tapped. Let's run out Thalia.
All right, baby, yeah!
Go to combat. Attack for 1. Take it down to 17. Pass the turn there. Bloodstained Mire. Dorothy Voidwalker. Passing to us. Flooded Strand. Let's run out the Vryn Wingmare. Just stop them casting non-creature spells altogether, I guess. All right, they're cracking the Bloodstained Mire now. Getting a Blood Crypt tapped. Okay, go to my combat step. I'm gonna bash in for 3 and a 13. Pass the turn there. Bloodstained Mire. They're swinging in for 3. Snow-covered plains. Okay, let's go to combat. Swing with everything. Okay, they take it down to 8. I think it's Thalia here. Pass the turn there. Crack the Bloodstained Mire down to 7. Blood Crypt tapped. There's the Swamp. Fable the Mirror Breaker, drawing us a card. It's Mana Tithe. We couldn't have counted because it would be too expensive.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
Creates a tapped Goblin Shaman. Thank you, Thalia, Heretic Cathar. Swings in for 3. We're just going to take it. And we taxed them to death. Awesome. I'm really happy with that. That was great. All right, let's get some Auriok Champions and Sanctifier en-Vec in. Dothy Voidwalker. Now that's a pain. That is a real pain. All right, let's try a couple of Grafting Escage. I don't think anything else is much use. Potentially Wrath of Gods and Fracturing Gust, but we'll give them a miss, I think. So Thoughtseize style deck, we actually have to take out some of our legendaries. I know Thalia helped win that game, but we're going to cut it down to just a one-of. Spirit of the Labyrinth is interesting. However, they can choose not to draw with the Fable. It does limit their options. It's a good beater, but it dies to everything, I guess. All right, let's ditch another Thalia. That means we only have to cut 2 cards now. Yeah, let's just cut 2 spirits, I guess. Run it back like that. Alrighty, this is a pretty good hand. We're going to keep this. Bloodstained Mire, hoping to dodge the turn 1 grief. Blood Crypt, untapped. Oh, Thoughtseize. Okay. Takes the Stoneforge Mystic. Go to my turn. Let's lead Flagstones. Esper Sentinel or Judge's Familiar. Let's go Esper Sentinel. Pass the turn there. Orcish Bowmasters, pretty rough, but that's why we have the Judge's Familiar. It has flying. All right, takes out the Esper Sentinel. Snow-covered plains. Let's run out Spirit of the Labyrinth now. Pass the turn there. Running out Spirit of the Labyrinth over Judge's Familiar because next turn we have a better chance of double spelling just due to the lower mana costs. Another Bowmasters to take out our Spirit of the Labyrinth.
We're doomed.
Rough. Turns out having everything be X1s in your deck, not a good move for longevity. All right, they swing in for 3. We're just going to take it. Hopefully we pull a Sanctifier or an Auriok Champion. Go to my turn. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Snow-covered plains. Judge's Familiar. Stoneforge Mystic. Let's grab the Kaldra. Pass it there, I guess. Marsh Flats. Molten Collapse on the Stoneforge Mystic. Do I sacrifice the Judge's Familiar? No, because they have threatened with the land. So, okay, 2 Stoneforges down. Big swings from our opponent. All right, well, we're just going to take 4 down to 13. Go to my turn. Snow-covered island. Swing in for 1. They crack the marsh flats. Get themselves a Blood Crypt tapped. And they swing in for 4. We're just going to take it down to 9. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Get Mana Tithe, son.
Bleep bloop.
We're losing, but this is fun. Another Mana Tithe, not great. Let's attack once more. Opponent's down to 12. Blood Crypt, untapped. Grief. Get Mana Tithe, son.
Bleep bloop.
2 in a row. Yep, they swing in for 4. Take it down to 5. Go to my turn. Yeah, that's actually a little helpful. Run out the Wingmare. All right, we're going to attack for 1. They take it down to 9, pass the turn there. All right, we are dead to a bolt. They attack all out. Go to blocks. Block the army token. Down to 3. Fable is not a bolt. Okay, it's not great, but we're not dead.
I'm still alive, only I'm very badly burned.
What do we draw? That does not help. Scoop it up. Actually, are we dead? Not quite, actually. Let's run out the Eiganjo Castle. Pass the turn. We got one more turn in this. All right, they get to discard 2 and draw that many. And now we are dead. Alrighty, scoop it up. All right, so we won game 1 and we lost game 2. They have a lot of hand hate. Are we keeping it the same? We do need more creature removal. I think Wrath of God is the best we have. Yeah, right. Heretic Cathar is probably going to have to go. And yeah, I'm going to ditch the last Spirit of the Labyrinth. Run it back like that. Let's go first. Sure, let's keep and hope they don't have a fast Thoughtseize or Grief hand. Snow-covered plains and pass. Let's put the fear of a Mana Tithe in them. Are you scared, opponent? Do you fear it? No, they do not, and I'm willing to bet that's the game. Sanctifier down. Oh,
I'm back, baby.
Thoughtseize bug is still alive and well, I see. Eiganjo Castle. Sanctifier en-Vec. Don't mind if I do. That was lucky. Verdant Catacombs. They splashing green for goifs. Passes to us. Hallowed Fountain. Pay 2 life. Unsettled Mariner. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 16. Pass the turn there. Verdant Catacombs gets them a swamp. Mount Doom. Brotherhood's End, which will take out our Unsettled Mariner. Okay, go to my turn. Creature, please. Not a creature. Run out Ghost Quarter. I think we have to run out the Brutal Cathar here. We just don't want them to be able to make us sacrifice a creature and lose our Sanctifier. Sanctifier is the best chance we have. And also, if they don't cast any spells, it'll transform. And there's a very good chance we won't cast any spells next turn, so it might transform. We're going to swing in for 2. Take it down to 12. Pass the turn there. Polluted Delta. They crack the Polluted Delta. Swamp. Is Blood Moon? Oh, Bowmasters. Okay. So Bowmasters numero uno. Just going to shoot us. Okay. Well, let's run out Castle Ardenvale. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Stomp is clever, but we still have protection, so they can't block it. They can deal damage to it, but they can't block it. Okay. It was a good try, opponent. Now, the Stomp trick works if I've blocked their creatures. Pass it there, I guess.
Autobots, transform!
Brutal Cathar transforms. Now, potentially, they just want to cast 2 spells to get Brutal Moonrage Brute to transform back. Shouldered, very painful. Let's make a 1/1. Go to my turn. Elite Spellbinder. Okay, that certainly speeds up the clock. Let's run out Flagstones. Elite Spellbinder. Let's have a look at your hand. Voidwalker, Bowmaster's Fable. Well, we got to take the Fable, but man, I want to take everything. Oh no. No, I think we have to take the Bowmasters, but then they spend their whole turn and they're going to kill our Elite Spellbinder. Ugh. Our deck's not very good. I'm sorry, Josh. So if we take the Bowmasters, they can still cast it, take out our Elite Spellbinder. If we take the Fable, they can't cast it. They'll cast both Dothy Voidwalker, Bowmasters, get our Elite Spellbinder, potentially. But then Moonrage Brute will transform and eat the Shouldered. Okay, yeah, it's got to be Fable, I guess. Let's take the Fable. Go to combat. Belt in for 2. This only prevents the life gain from the Shouldered, so they're going to stay at 7 for the time being. So they're down to 5. Go to their turn. They gain 2, back up to 7. Dorothy Voidwalker. No attacks and passes. Okay. Yep. Orcish Bowmasters takes out our Elite Spellbinder now. That way they didn't double spell. And there's the Mana Tithe. Fraction of a second too late. Put down Ghost Quarter. Attack for 2. If they keep using Mount Doom, however, we will eventually get ahead. Gain 2 life from the Shouldered. Blood Crypt. Tapped. Swings in for a lot. Okay, let's try making a human. Block Shouldered. Okay, Shouldered down. Go to my turn. Wrath of God. Certainly interesting. So if we attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, we die. So do we Wrath of God now? Yeah, Wrath of God. Should have attacked first, obviously, but nobody's perfect. Not dead after all. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh no, because silly me. Sanctifier en-Vec was still technically on the board.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we will pass. So we should have attacked, but they also shouldn't have cast that. So all's well that ends well. Yep. Bone Crusher Giant. It's going to be a problem. Go to my turn. Well, Stoneforge Mystic. Yep. Yes. Let's get that Kaldra. Pass the turn there. Molten Collapse. Okay, we'll let it go. Opponent swings in for 4. We are going to take it down to 4. They played their land. End step. It's a good day to Ardenvale. Go, Kaldra Compleat. Go to combat. Attack with all. Down to 1. Yes! Yes! We taxed him to death, Josh. We did it. We taxed him to death. I'm so happy.
Round 3.
Round 3, we have won the die roll again. We are going to keep this hand. Let's go Hallowed Fountain. Pay 2 life. Run out the Judge's Familiar. Pass it there. Wooded Foothills. They crack it. Stomping Ground untapped. Crashing Footfalls suspended. Okily dokily. Go to my turn. Flooded Strand. Crack it. Snow-covered Plains. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Let's search up that Kaldra. Go to combat. Attack for 1. Pass the turn there. Would love to rip a land. Crashing Footfalls ticking down. Misty Rainforest. Dead. Okay. We'll let it go. Go to my turn. Cracks the Misty Rainforest, gets the Triome, Snow-covered Plains. Okay, Snow-covered Plains, Thalia, attack them for 1, down to 14, pass the turn there. Crashing Footfalls still ticking down. Breeding Pool, do they pay the 2? They paid the 2 and it enters tapped. Read the card, opponent.
Read it right. Read it right.
Go to my turn. Mana Tithe is interesting. Let's run out Esper Sentinel. Let's go Spirit of the Labyrinth. We're going to take a turn off from the Tithe because we have the Judge's Familiar. Okay, let's go to combat. Hit you for 4. They take it down to 8. Pass the turn there. We are representing lethal on the board, opponent. Crashing Footfalls ticks down. Tap land, and they are passing. Let's play Flooded Strand. Let's go to combat. And opponent scoops it up there.
I thought you were stronger.
Got there. Very nice. All right. Settle the Wreckage and Wrath of God is good in this matchup. And I guess it's just Damping Sphere, the Cascade, but they can play around that, I guess. Unsettled Mariner is not very good, is it, in this matchup? Yeah, I guess we just take out 3 Unsettled Mariners. That's probably one of the worst cards. Either that or Spirit of the Labyrinth, but they do play Fable, so we'll just run it back like this. Hope to get there again. All right. There's a few contradictions in the deck, but it's got legs. Think we can do better. We're going to mulligan. Say that's better. We're going to keep, I think it's Mikokoro. I think it's Center of the Sea, Forest, and Crashing Footfalls suspended. Snow-covered plains from us, and pass. Crashing Footfalls ticking down. Misty Rainforest, and they are passing. Castle Ardenvale, Thalia, cracks the Misty Rainforest. Ketria Triumph. No subtlety, that's good. Thalia is down. Wooded Foothills, they crack it. Steam Vents, tapped. Let's play Hallowed Fountain, tapped. Go to combat, attack for 2. Pass the turn there. Crashing Footfalls ticks down. Stomping Ground, untapped. Shardless Agent, okay. Cascades, Crashing Footfalls, put on the stack, okay. Mana Tithe the Footfalls. Go to my turn. I think it's just got to be Thalia. Go to combat. Let's attack. Blocking, interesting.
You are dead.
I've got first strike. Pass the turn there. All right. Crashing Footfalls comes off suspend. They have to pay 1 for it. Yep. 2 Rhinos that can't hurt us just yet. Murktide Regent. That's interesting. And a Beseiju. Okay. I see you. Ghost Quarter. Okay. Well, let's run out Ghost Quarter. Double Stoneforge. Because this, what we've got on board now stops a Rhino. If we go single Stoneforge, we can also Mana Tithe. Most of their stuff costs more than 3. So with Thalia, that kind of helps. Yeah, let's just run out 1 Stoneforge. Stoneforge Mystic, Elbrus as well, I guess. Oh, just to run out the Kaldra. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Now, unfortunately, there's that merfolk that can hurt us as well, which is annoying. Brotherhood's End.
Why?
So we can make them pay 1 more, but it's going to wipe out all our stuff, but none of theirs. And then they attack, and then we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. Scoop it up, I guess. Is there anything we can do? Is there anything we can draw that can deal with this? Probably not. All right, scoop it up. Okay. We were close then, but we just didn't quite get there. So let's run it back. I suppose Wrath of God could have helped us. Yeah, we should have gone to 1 more draw. I forgot about Wrath of God and Settle the Wreckage. All right, let's go first. Let's keep Snow-covered plains and pass. Misty Rainforest, they crack it. Stomping Ground, untapped. Suspended Crashing Footfalls, okay. Eiganjo Castle, Thalia, pass the turn there. Crashing Footfalls ticking down. Island, they're passing. Ghost Quarter, Stoneforge Mystic, Subtlety, okay. Put it on top. Subtlety goes away. Swing in for 2, takes it down to 15. Pass the turn there. Crashing Footfalls ticking down. Wooded Foothills. So I could go for Timeless Dragon now, get the plains, then run out Stoneforge Mystic again. Let's do that. Plane cycling. Do I want blue? Probably not. Snow-covered plains. Run that out. Do we go for Spirit of the Labyrinth and hope they ditch another subtlety for it? That'd be funny. No, we should just go Stoneforge. And then if they Brotherhood's End, we've got Spirit of the Labyrinth and Settle the Wreckage. Get the Kaldra. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Wooded Foothills. We're cracking it. Steam Vents. Untapped. How interesting. Fire. 2 damage to the Thalia. All right, Thalia down. Pass the turn there. Crashing Footfalls, ticking down. Flame of Anor deals 5 damage to our Stoneforge Mystic.
Damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Bye-bye. Go to my turn. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Stoneforge Mystic, pass the turn there. Crashing Footfalls, coming off suspend. Dead on my Stoneforge Mystic. Well, that's a shame. Violent Outburst. Okay, getting a bit rough here. More Rhino tokens. Gross. Let's play the Flooded Strand and pass. Maybe they'll think we forgot about our Timeless Dragon.
Pray. Now that's stupid. Pray. We're that lucky.
It's their turn. Opponent has passed priority to us after spending ages in the tank. Swings in. Let's go to blocks. Block 1. Guess now's as good a time as any. Settle the wreckage. Did your wreckage get settled? Did we do it? It resolved! All right, they get a couple of basics, but we are still in the game. Let's crack the Flooded Strand. Opponent does have that trick thing. They paused for a bit. They paused for a second when we activated Flooded Strand, and they were like, aha, we've got the merfolk thing and we're going to stop stuff, but they're going to save that for something like Kaldra Compleat. So they could be running Blood Moon. We have one spell with blue in it. At this point, I don't think it's much risk, so we'll just get the Hallowed Fountain, not paying 2 life. Go to my turn, because they can save that trick thing for this, can't they? The Eternalize. I think we still have to Eternalize here. Well, let's see what happens. If we go to combat, actually, so if we run out Thalia, and then we go to combat and attack and they have Rhinos, we still get in because the Rhinos enter tapped. That's a really cool idea. Thalia. All right, let's go to combat. Attack for 3. Opponent did want to cast something then, but has chosen not to. Down to 9. Pass the turn there. Oh, in the end step, Violent Outburst. They did indeed have Rhinos.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
All right, they get 2 Rhinos that enter tapped. We played that very well. They probably should have cast the Rhinos in response to Thalia, but they don't know what kind of removal we have. We're going to wipe our board again. They're just going to draw 3 cards while we have a Spirit of the Labyrinth out on their turn after they've drawn.
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Okay, got him. Opponent plays their land, just swings in with one of them. Okay, no worries. I see you. I got you. All right, we're down to 14. Go to my turn. Esper Sentinel. I don't think that's too bad, actually. All right, so we run out Timeless Dragon Eternalized as a flying 4/4, and we run out Esper Sentinel, and we pass the turn there. So if we attack with both, they take 3 down to 6. And they're still not dead next turn, so we won't attack just yet. Pass it there. No attacks and passes. Awesome. Land is interesting. Well, let's just go to combat. Attack for 4.
Death from above.
Take it down to 5. Hallowed Fountain tapped. Pass the turn there. Subtlety, yep. Enters tapped. If we draw a land, good. And if we draw any spell, I'm basically happier. Land cycles the Law Unrevealed.
It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
Learned their lesson from last time, gets their breeding pool. Tapped, good, good, good. Go to my turn. Elite Spellbinder is good. So if we attack with everything, they block the Timeless Dragon, they block the Thalia, and they block the Spirit of the Labyrinth. They take 1. What if we just attack with the Timeless Dragon? Yeah, attacking with the Timeless Dragon does enough, I think. Okay, they choose to block. Awesome. Now we cast Elite Spellbinder. They have nothing in their hand. Pass it there.
Ooh, baby!
Yes! We taxed him to death again. All right. Very happy with that.
Round 4.
Alrighty. Round 4, and we have lost the die roll. But we do have a decent hand, so we're going to keep Urza's Saga. Well, that's gross. Amulet of Vigor, also gross. Go to our turn. So we're versing Titan. Eiganjo Castle, pass. Saga, ticking up. Mycethinth Gardens, pretty gross. Snow-covered plains, let's pass. Basically putting all of our eggs in the Mana Tithe basket right now. Mycethinth Gardens makes a copy of Amulet of Vigor. Urza's Saga goes up to level 3. They tap the Saga for mana, get another Amulet of Vigor. Simic Growth Chamber, gonna make a lot of mana. Yep, the 7 mana in the mana pool. Summoner's Pact, okay. Primeval Titan, they cast Primeval Titan. We are going to Mana Tithe. They pay the 1. I guess we better Mana Tithe.
Bleep bloop.
The clause on Summoner's Pact means at the beginning of the next upkeep, they have to pay 4 or they lose. They have no lands. Titan ain't coming down. They lost.
Bye-bye. See you later.
All right, we got there with the Mana Tithes. Kataki's really good in this matchup, and so is Damping Sphere. Again, bit of a clash in ideals there with what they each bring to the table. I suppose the Settle and the Wraths are also good. Maybe even Fracturing Gust. A lot of our tax pieces are pretty laughable, to be honest, so I guess we'll get rid of the Wingmares. It's certainly not great. Thalia actually helps them, so we're going to get rid of that. Ugh. There's not a lot of good stuff here, is there? Are we just keeping the rest because we have nothing else better? Grafdigger's Cage doesn't help. Fracturing Gust, maybe, I guess. Yeah, it's an expensive board wipe. We'll bring that in over, say, like 1 Thalia. Ugh, this ain't good. And yeah, we'll bring in the Settle the Wreckages and the Wrath of Gods, I guess, over the other Thalias. So we'll go down to 1 Thalia and cut a Judge's Familiar, I guess. Our Judge's, it could be handy because it's flying. Guess we'll cut an Esper Sentinel. Run it back like that. Well, it doesn't get much better than that, Jack. We're going to keep this hand. Has a hate piece in it and has a Mana Tithe. Keep. Kessig Wolfrun. Amulet of Vigor. Yep. Snow-covered plains. Pass the turn. See, you only need 1 Thalia because it's always drawn very early. Pass the turn there. Another copy of Amulet of Vigor. Okay, this is just getting kind of gross. Simic Growth Chamber. Taps it for mana. Taps it for mana. Returns it to hand. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Okay. Simic Growth Chamber. Taps it for mana. Taps it for mana. They have 5 mana in pool. Casts a Foretold card. Okay. Oh, sorry. Suspends a Foretold card. Lets the mana go. Go to my turn. Flagstones. Damping Sphere. Pass the turn there. This might mean they have no colored mana, which I'm all about. Yep. Plays the Kessig Wolfrun. So this means it can tap for any color because of this, but it can only tap for 1 color, as this means if a land would tap for 2 or more, produces colorless. Okay, swings in for 2. We're just going to take it. Go to my turn. Yeah, I guess we're going to muck up their maths. Actually, Ghost Quarter, Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, yes. Kaldra, pass the turn there. Mystic Gardens, swings in for 2. Sure, we'll take it. Ghost Quarter, Stoneforge Mystic, Kaldra Compleat, come on down. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 5. Pass the turn there. Okay, turns a land into an amulet. That's fine. Swings in for 2. Yeah, we're going to take it. Passes to us. Elite Spellbinder. Come on down. Let's have a look at that hand. Cultivator Colossus Summoner's Pact. Primeval Titan. I mean, if we take the Summoner's Pact, that really just switches a lot of stuff off, doesn't it? Okay, let's take the Summoner's Pact. Go to combat. Do we attack with both? Sure, why not? We'll attack with both. Hit you for 6. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays Thalia West. Could be tapping it for any color, is choosing to tap it for blue. The One Ring, which I could pay to counter, and then they would pay in kind. So I think we're better off keeping it. Yep, sure, you have the One Ring. Swings in for 2. Again, we're just going to take it. Down to 12. Go to my turn. Elite Spellbinder, just as another flyer. I think we're good now. Yeah, even 1 more land into prime time, we can counter with Mana Tithe. So we'll just pass it there. And now they're going to start taking damage from the One Ring. Yep, draws again. Thinking about doing something. Arboreal Grazer. Okay, they've cast 1 spell. Has no land to put in hand. Another copy of Amulet of Vigor. Okay, you've got it. Forest. Yep, go to my turn. So they can block 3. 1. I'm going to take 4, 5. Okay, let's do that then. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Oh, so you're dead.
Magnificent.
Okay, that was not the right way to block, I don't think. Good game, opponent. Thank you. Well, we just beat Amulet Titan rather handily. We still have 6 cards in hand. We had a massive board.
Round 5.
Alrighty, going into the final round, we are 3-1. Nothing that happens in this will take positive away from us. I'm not even sad that I have to mulligan this hand. This one's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Let's keep. Think we're throwing away Kaldra. Yeah, I guess. Alrighty, opponent's gonna go first. No, we're going first. Woohoo! Hallowed Fountain. Yes, pay 2 life. Judges Familiar. Pass the turn there. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Okay. Ghost Quarter. Stoneforge Mystic. Search up the Kaldra. Go to combat. The snake's 2 mana, isn't it? So yeah, we can safely attack for 1 here, I think. I'm going to take it down to 17. Pass the turn there. Generous Ent. Okay, Forest Cycling. So this is an Living End deck, I guess.
Oh my god, no!
Well, Elite Spellbinder is pretty handy, I guess. As long as they only have 1 Cascade spell in hand, which they probably won't, but that's fine. Waker of Waves. Okay. Grief. Okay. That's a shame. Honestly, Elite Spellbinder might even be the play. If they think they can Cascade soon, Elite Spellbinder would be the play. Goes after the Kaldra. Okay. Go to my turn. Another Judge's Familiar. Okay. Mikokoro. Let's go for Elite Spellbinder. See what's going on here. We know they have the Stomping Ground. 2 copies of Violent Outburst. And then Curator of Mysteries, which they can hard cast. That's the problem. Okay. So, I think we're okay. Because if we take 1 Violent Outburst, it costs 2 more. Judge's Familiar is suppressing the other one for a turn. We play another Judge's Familiar. It's 2 turns. What if we take Curator of Mysteries? Yeah, right. Take Curator of Mysteries. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Okay, so we do need more tax pieces, but we're slowly piecing it together. All right, down to 15. Pass the turn there. So they drew another Curator of Mysteries. Okay, which they cycled. Architects of Will. Okay. Stomping Ground tapped. All right. And they still have Otawara, which is painful. But they need that as a land, I guess. Okay. Go to my turn. Eiganjo Castle. Okay. So we can draw in their end step, I guess. Go to combat, hit them down to 10. Run out Judge's Familiar. Number 2, pass the turn there. Architects of Will, cycles it. Okay, plays the Otawara. That works out well for us. End step, we're gonna make each player draw, because we'd love another tax effect. Another land, it's not bad, it's not great. Timeless Dragon. Okay. Okay, so their Violent Outburst, we counter it once. They drew a land, we can't counter it twice. So we might just have to Ghost Quarter them, eh? That might be the play. Although they would have a red basic, wouldn't they? The tricky ones. All right, well, let's go to combat. How many flyers do they have? Just the one? No flying? 1. Has reach, though. That's a problem. Okay, all right, let's go to combat. Goes for a Violent Outburst now. Okay. Living End, so we sacrifice the Judge's Familiar to counter that. Okay, so now they take the damage down to 5. So I guess we draw now. Hit something like a Thalia. Stoneforge isn't it, unfortunately. All right, play Hallowed Fountain. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Pass the turn there. Steam Vents, untapped. All right, so this is probably the turn where they make things happen. So I guess now's as good a time as any to plane cycle. Okay, opponent violently outbursts. Are you going to put the Living End on the stack? They are. And so now we will attempt to counter the Living End. They pay the 1. Yep. Okay. Now they get a massive board on their end step. We get a bunch of flyers. All right. So they're going to look at the top bunch of our cards, take some of the best creatures from our hand. But then we get to look for our planes, and the top card of our libraries, whatever we want it to be, I guess. They took our other Stoneforge. Fortunately, we only had the other equipment left, which is fine. Okay, now we plane cycle. Let's get a snow-covered plains. Go to my turn. What do we draw? Something good, something good, something good, something good. Not great, deck. Not great.
What are we going to do?
Is that Generous Ent? It's causing problems. So we could draw another card. If we draw another card and it's exactly Brutal Cathar, we can take out the Generous Ent, attack, and then we're in a really good position. I think we got to draw. Let's draw. Unsettled Mariner. Okay. Is Thalia better? Or is Unsettled Mariner better? Thalia, because then we can take out the Grief, I guess. No, we still can't, because getting reduced by Waker of Waves. All right, well, I guess it's Thalia for now, unless they've drawn an Architect's Will or a Grief, I guess. Ugh, this is so tricky. You know what? Let's just lead on Unsettled Mariner, and then I guess we'll just see what happens. Subtlety evoked. Okay, bottom that. No attacks from us this turn. So if they have another copy of Violent Outburst, we're in trouble. Sure, let's go to... Well, why would they sack that? Do they have another copy of Violent Outburst and they thought they could win? Okay, let's go to blocks. Block here, block here, block here. Okay, do you have the other Violent Outburst? Okay, pretty happy with that. Then we just got to get rid of this Generous Ent, and we have almost no removal. Go to my turn. That is not removal. Can we survive next turn? This can eat one of these. This can trade with... And this can get eaten by that. This can get eaten by that. So then we end up taking 3. We attack with that, we take 8. We attack with that, we lose. Okay. Unsettled Mariner. Hard cast Subtlety. Oh, that changes the maths, doesn't it? Okay. Bottom that. Unsettled Mariner number 2. Pass it there. I think if they attack all out, we just die. Yeah. If they see that, then we're dead. And they saw it, and we are just dead. So close, game 1. Game 2, things don't get much better. Sanctifier, I guess, is something. Settle the Wreckage is something. Not too confident about the Wraths, but I guess. Oh, they'll just grief them away, won't they? Ugh. Yucky, yucky, yuck, yuck, yuck. Spirit of the Labyrinth can be pretty handy. I think it's Esper Sentinels aren't great. I think it's got to be the Elbrus, but that's the key part of the deck. We shouldn't get rid of that. Maybe it is just an Unsettled Mariner. Yeah, I guess. Run it back like that. Let's go first. I want to, but we can't. We got a mulligan. I guess this is fine. Throw back the Hallowed Fountain, I guess. Snow-covered plains and pass. Cycles a Street Wraith. Misty Rainforest and is passing. Okay, great. Eiganjo Castle. Pass the turn there. Misty Rainforest turns into an island. Okay. Cycles a Generous Ent. Breeding Pool. Tapped. Street Wraith. Cycled. Go to our turn. Snow-covered island. I'm going to gamble here. Hope they don't have a basic. Thalia. Oily Faunt. Mountain cycling. Is that getting a basic mountain? Steam Vents. Okay. Ooh, ooh. That was too much of a gamble, Chippy. Don't do that. Let's hope they don't have a basic. Steam Ends. Tapped. Oh, but they paid 2 life. They didn't read the card.
Why do I feel wet?
Curator of Mysteries. Gross. Thalia would be so good about now. No, we can get a Flagstones if we want, I guess. So we'll play that. Go to combat. Attack for 3. Down to 10. Pass the turn there. Dismember on my Thalia. Mana Tithe. Okay, they've accelerated our clock, which is nice of them. Steam Vents, tapped. Shardless Agent, okay. Cascades, casts Living End. Mana Tithe.
Bleep bloop.
Got him again. Okay, Shardless Agent enters tapped. That is good. However, we are defenseless. We drew another Flagstones. Well, let's play a Flagstones. Keep one Flagstones. Get ourselves a Hallowed Fountain tapped. Go to combat. Attack for 3. Hope they whiff for 1 turn. Just don't cascade this turn. That's all I'm asking. Just not this turn. I have no way to stop it. Breeding Pool tapped. Shardless Agent. Okay, well, I can't stop this one. I also didn't bring in any Wraths. It's a lot of power. They get the food as well. So that's 11, 15. So they do have lethal. What do we draw? Well, you know, sometimes the magic gods just don't work in your favor. But as far as this deck goes, I think it outperformed even my most tame of expectations. So I hope you've all enjoyed the video. I've had a lot of fun. Have you had fun? I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. Thank you, Josh, so much for the deck list. It's been great, but unfortunately, when you draw all these lands, you just don't win games. So end result 3-2. And I am super happy with that. So thank you all very much. And until next time, everybody, have fun.